And in order for society to get on board with me and to help me, we have to understand what's going on behind these walls. What's going on? Why don't the offenders, the inmates, the convicts, why don't they want to change? Why don't they want to get on board? Is there something going on that is stopping that? They've created a predatory market that makes our families pay for everything that's going on. I want to work on real solutions to these problems. How can we come together as a community and say, let's fix this? Hello, everybody, and welcome to Empire. My name is Steve Ogden, and I am your host, your founder, the guy that started this project. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Let me tell you what it is. Empire is a criminal justice and prison reform project. It is an acronym. EMPIRE stands for Educating, Motivating Prisoners, Inspirational Reentry Emissaries. And let me tell you what that means. We're looking to educate and motivate prisoners. We're looking to inspire them to re-enter society in a pro-social way, and we're going to be their emissaries. But in order to do this, we have to start a program. And this program has to involve society. It has to involve the taxpayers. It has to involve everybody that wants to see something better happen in America to the criminal justice system, to the prison system. They say about 90–95% of us are coming home. And, you know, we have a lot of questions. Do you want us coming home in a better way? Do you want us coming home fixed, or do you want us coming out worse or the same? And I know the answer to that. You guys want us coming out better. You want us being your neighbors. You want to feel safe having us home next to you guys, living in your apartments, living in your neighborhoods, and knowing that we came home better. And that's the purpose of Empire. You know, this isn't a project that is here to defund the police or a project that is to shut the system down. That's not what we're about. We are about reform. We're about taking a system that is broken and fixing it. And I say broken because, you know, I've grown up here. So I know that the system is broken. I know that the people that are coming out of here are coming out worse. We're not coming out better. I have came back multiple times. So let me tell you about myself. I was 13 years old when I first found myself incarcerated, doing a year in the Department of Youth Corrections. I had ran away from a foster home, you know, alcoholism, divorced parents. My home life wasn't the best. I wound up in a foster home. I ran. After running, I was arrested. I was terrified. I was in a police car. I managed to get out of the police car and run away. This found me getting a mandatory prison sentence in Colorado at 13 years old. They sent me to juvenile prison where I didn't go in and become a better, well-behaved child. I came in with behavioral problems. I was a runner. I was, you know, and I got worse. And that's a whole nother story, but the point is after all these years, I'm 40 years old now, and I've had many, many years to master this system and know what's going on within it. There's a $1 billion budget. $1 billion of your guys' taxpayer dollars is spent. That equals out about $50,000 per inmate. So taxpayers are paying $50,000 a year to make me better. But that's not happening. That $50,000 is being spent extremely unwisely. It's being spent to line a lot of people's pockets. There's a lot of corruption that goes on with it. Don't get me wrong, some of the money's spent how it's supposed to. They have to be able to answer to it, so they do their best to spend the money as wisely as they can without getting caught. I don't know how else to say it. But my point of that is there's $1 billion. There's a $50,000 per inmate budget. Why am I coming out worse than I went in? How can $50,000 be spent more wisely? That's one of the things that I want to talk to you guys about in future podcasts. I want to talk to you guys in the future about recidivism, about how many people are on probation, parole. I want to talk to you guys. Another podcast I want to do is called Double Time. It's going to be about families doing time at the same time us inmates are. Us, you know, My father, who's on the other side of this camera, is doing time with me while I'm doing this. He has to take time out of his day to look out for me and help me get this video done. I mean, he doesn't have to, but he is. He's there, you know. There's, I'm sure, a lot better stuff that my dad would like to be doing than filming a video today. But, you know, my dad's here doing time with me, you know. What about the children? You know, what about the mothers? What about the wives? Every guy that is sentenced to a term of prison has a family. And those guys' family, our families, are doing time with us while we're doing it. So I'm going to do some podcasts about that in the future. I want to talk about inmate pay. I want to talk about jobs. I want to talk about education. I want to talk about programming. There's a whole lot of topics that I want to cover in the future, and that's what Empire is going to be. I want to raise awareness through these podcasts, through these videos, about what this system is, what's going on with it, but I want to make it interactive. I want to make this the United States' first interactive podcast with society and me, with inmates. I got a buddy that's going to be helping me do these as soon as he's able to get a visitor approved. But what we're going to do is we're hopefully going to get an online community started. There's going to be a Facebook group page, a TikTok. There's going to be a LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. But the Facebook group page is where I think a lot of the magic is going to happen. What I want to do is post these videos. I want to talk about a certain topic. I want to talk about not just the problems, but the solutions. And then I want you guys to ask questions. I want you to get in touch with our social media administrator, Molly, and whatever questions you guys might have, leave comments about the videos, and Molly can forward those to us, and then in the next podcast we can talk about what your questions were. We want to hear about what your guys' ideas are. Is there any topics you want to hear us talk about? Is there anything that you guys want to know about? That's what we want. And then we want you guys in society to get on this group page and communicate with each other. Let's not just talk about problems, let's talk about solutions. You know, if we say, hey, we're not getting enough programming, well, how can we fix that? There's $1 billion. What can we do with that $1 billion to get us the programs that we need? We want to get you guys involved, though. That's the point of this. Another thing that's going on is I'm writing a book. It's called Total Chaos: Story of My Life. So you guys are going to see some pieces of that popping up on there. I want you guys, when it's available, for you to purchase it, of course. Let's see. We just want to build a program, man, and that's what Empire is. Another thing that's going on is I'm fighting for my life right now. The draconian 3 strikes law has affected me. I am facing the habitual offender sentence enhancer. I go to trial April 3rd for some charges I don't want to talk about, innocence or guilt or anything like that. But I have a conflict hearing coming up on December 20th. I need a lawyer. My lawyer and I have a conflict of interest. She works for the public defender's office. She has failed to represent me. I had a previous attorney that failed to represent me. He quit, got walked out. He waived my preliminary hearing without my express permission. He will just say he wasn't representing me. He's not there for me, and I am trying to get counsel, man. So if anybody sees this and is a lawyer and would like to help, I could use your assistance. So that's one other thing. But that's what Empire is. That's what's going on. We're looking to have you guys all involved. So please get involved. You guys have a good day, man. I look forward to seeing you guys on our program. Thanks.